Hello everyone, this is Nimish and today we're gonna do the review of the Malayalam movie Mumbai Police which stars Prithviraj. This movie actually released in 2013, so I hope most of you guys have watched it because it's a suspense thriller and this is a full spoiler filled review. It is not a spoiler free review, so spoiler alert for those of you who have not watched this review. It's going to reveal a lot because I need to discuss those things. Anyway, moving on to the story, having warned you, this movie is about a police officer who is on a very important investigation case about the murder of his co-worker. But then, just as he has solved the case, he meets with an accident and loses all his memory. That is a great concept, first of all. That is an amazingly interesting concept, and this is reflected in the first scene itself. So, without wasting any time, they directly open the movie with him driving and saying that I've solved the case, I've got the culprit, and he meets with an accident, and boom, his memory is gone. So, you are glued to your seat and the screen, wanting to know what happens next. So, as the movie progresses, the plot details are revealed. He tries to get back his memory. He gets back most of it except the part where he finds out who the culprit is, which we only know in the end. So, about the suspense of this movie, I thoroughly enjoyed the whole movie. It was suspenseful. Any guesses that I was trying to make kind of were, fading out because you make guesses throughout the movie about who could be the culprit, but this movie was very strong in maintaining in kind of proving you wrong. So as the movie progressed and more characters got involved and things changed, you kept changing your opinion about who could be the killer. And there was absolutely no reason. Even if you spotted who did it, there was no way you could tell why, because the why twist of the movie, which comes in the end, is outstandingly new. This is the first time I've seen such a twist in the movie, and it is shot in a very bold and brilliant way. So, if for those of you who think this is a spoiler free review are still watching, I'm warning you once again, this is not. And now I'm going to get into the spoilers of the movie. So, in the end, it is revealed that Prithviraj himself committed the murder. Now, for most part of the movie, I thought it was the commissioner who committed the murder because he was shown in a suspenseful light. And although when it comes to thrillers where someone loses their memory, they always have something to do with the twist or the story. But as the movie progressed, although initially I obviously thought Prithviraj has something to do with it, as the movie progressed, you kind of lose that track. There's no way you can think that he would do it. And even if you guess that he did it, there's no way you would know why he did it because there's no reason in the movie to believe that he did. So, as the movie progresses and as it comes to that main twist that he wanted to hide his identity because he was not straight, because he was a police officer and he's a man, he's a police officer, he doesn't want to show to the world that he's not straight, he that reflects in his behavior. And I think that's where the strength of the writing comes from, that it's so refreshingly different. It's not just some stupid thing like jealousy because he got the medal or some stupid political things that we keep watching every time, which is not new. This was refreshing. This has got to do with himself. It's his fight against the world. He's trying to protect himself, his identity, by being a bad cop, a ruthless cop, a drunk, smoking. He's trying to be this extremely manly guy when actually he's not straight at all. And he wants to hide that, and that reflects in his work. That affects his friendship with his coworker, and then things build up wherein he has to reach a point where he can't help it. To protect himself, he has to kill his friend. So that is a very powerful writing. That is very refreshing. Even though the part that Prithviraj himself killed the friend may not be itself a very new thing to tell a story, because all psychological thrillers kind of center around the main character who has done something. That itself is not as impressive as the fact why he did it. So for me, the reason that he's not straight is an extremely new thing. First time I have ever seen such a thing, most unexpected. And that is what makes the who much, much more impressive rather than it being a simple, typical cliched story. So I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Even though all of you guys might have tried to predict who the killer is, I'm sure none of you predicted why he did it. And most of us could not even predict who did it, because as the story progresses, there are so many characters that you keep guessing as to, it could be this guy, it could be that guy, it could be someone else, it could be a random thing. So I love the writing of this movie. I love the direction. I think the editing could have been a little tighter because some scenes were dragged unnecessarily. So maybe if it was a little tighter and a little more fast paced, things would have been more nail biting. But it is a very tense, emotional, character drama, so as to speak. So I enjoyed it. I think Prithviraj Sukumaran's acting was amazing as the police officer, and all the characters acted very brilliantly in their own roles. There was no point at which you thought they were faking or overacting or underacting or not acting or bad acting. They were all doing a very good job. So I hope you like this review of Mumbai Police. This is my second Malayalam film after Charlie, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is a completely different movie for me to watch from Charlie, which was a romantic drama, kind of a feel-good film. This is a very intense, gritty, gruel, ground to reality movie. So I liked it a lot. This is all more my kind of a movie because I like suspense and I like horror and stuff like that. So thanks for recommending this movie to me, and please recommend more of such movies so I can watch great Malayalam movies and hopefully review it for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for the latest Malayalam movies and many other South Indian movies right here on my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care.